Aries in the 12th house. So we think of everything that the 12th house embodies. And if you would like to get a rundown of the 12th house, go ahead and scroll up to find my video explaining the 12th house. If you have Mars in the 12th house, you may also resonate with this energy. Having Aries in the 12th house and having Mars in the 12th house is like, these are your... There was someone on here. His name is, he comes to mind. His name is, oh God, I can't remember. But this man, like, astral travels and, like, fights spiritual battles. He's like a soldier. He's like a spiritual soldier. So being a spiritual soldier is found here because Mars is the god of war. Aries in the 12th house is all about laying down the hammer. The deity Thor comes to mind. So anyone who has Aries in the 12th house could even be like a Thor devotee. And Thor being a deity that has so much to do with lightning, a Uranus Aquarius may also resonate with that as well. But when I think of laying down the hammer, Aries in the 12th house, I love this depiction of the rams. The rams knock each other's horns together. And so because Aries has so much to do with conflict or opposition, this is heavy, heavy, heavy on like being an actual astral. It gives like big Guardians of the Galaxy type energy, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, like protectors of the realm, right? The soldiers of the realm. Especially having fire here. Aries in the 12th house ain't nobody to play with. Any type of fire in the 12th house, really don't play with anyone. But specifically fire signs in the 12th house, they are ready to knock someone's head off spiritually, right? Aries also has so much to do with growth and renewal. So because the start of the astrological season is Aries, the start of the zodiac is Aries. Aries are the infants of the zodiac. It's like there's so much to do with like renewal, birthing, growth. Aries, I see growth. So that is spiritual growth. So these are people, individuals who are in aggressive pursuit of spiritual growth. They are in aggressive pursuit of renewal, in aggressive pursuit of like spiritual initiation as well. So when I see when I see Aries in the 12th house, this is initiation, right? Spiritual initiation. And sometimes initiation comes with a lot of it requires a lot of willpower and perseverance. So when we think of being initiated into any practice, for example, we'll say the Orisha tradition. The Orisha tradition, being initiated into that tradition requires like shaving your head, right? It requires doing really difficult things. I'm not entirely sure what all is necessary to be initiated, but it's like doing what it takes. Think of like Hell Week. Think of like David Goggins. Like David Goggins comes to mind and how he survived Hell Week. Aries in the 12th house can literally walk through fire spiritually. Like these are very, very strong individuals spiritually. Persephone is the goddess of spring. And the way that she is able to initiate spring. So Aries is the sign that initiates spring. Aries is the driving force that allows the roots to break out of the shell of a seed. The initiatory force that is required for a shell a root, new life, to break through a shell and root itself down in the earthly plane, right? In the dirt. We can say that the incarnation, the soul, has to root itself down into a body, right? That's why the Aries rules over the first house, and the cusp of the first house is actually the ascendant, which is cusping the 12th house. So Aries rules over sort of like the body, the life that is connecting to form. So when the soul attaches to form, then the life is birthed. When a seed at the beginning of spring, for example, when a root breaks through that shell and it roots down, now it can grow, right? And so that is what spring is. But it's like it has to be birthed through the underworld to initiate life. So when we think of the soul attaching to form, the soul has to be birthed through the astral realm, which we can call it the underworld, the in-between space. It has to be birthed through to create that new life. Same thing with springtime. And so when we bring that energy into the 12th house, it's like an Aries in the 12th house can literally go through the underworld and go through kind of like hell, right? For spiritual growth. Like spiritual growth is kind of like a battle. It's like Aries in the 12th house can view spirituality, view the spirit world, view reality, view the realm as almost like a battle or a fight for what's right, right? With Aries in the 12th house, individuals could experience people coming up against them spiritually. So almost attracting spiritual warfare, attracting someone who feels like your very presence is like challenging them, right? So having Aries in the 12th house, people might feel challenged by your very presence, because the 12th house is a hidden house. It's very deep, but it's almost like a quiet aggression. It's kind of like a quiet aggression. Like someone might sense you have those hands and just feel naturally like offended or intimidated by it. So if you're someone that's spiritual, right, you may have people just trying to use you as for target practice, right? Where you are forced to practice your defensive magic and even your offensive magic, right? And that's all I will say about Aries in the 12th house. I hope you guys enjoyed this dissertation. Give me a follow for more like this and follow this playlist. Love you, bye.